It was a bright summer morning when Jack, Lily, Max, and Zoe gathered at their favorite spot at the edge of Whispering Forest. The forest was known for its mysterious sounds, and rumors said strange things happened inside it. No one had ever dared to venture too deep, except for the stories told by the elders. But today, the friends were different. Today, they had a secret mission. Jack was the first to speak, his voice filled with excitement. "We've been talking about this for weeks. Today, we go deeper into the forest. We need to find out what's behind the mysterious whispers." Lily, ever the logical thinker, nodded. "But remember, we have to be careful. The whispers might just be the wind, or something else." She glanced over at Shadow, the little wolf that had been with them since they were young. Shadow wagged his tail, his sharp eyes scanning the forest. Max grinned, always the optimist. "I'm sure whatever we find, it'll be amazing. We'll be famous." He clapped his hands together. Zoe smiled, her heart full of love for nature. "Let's make sure we respect the forest and all its creatures. We're only here to discover its secrets, not to harm it." With that, the 5 friends set off, with Shadow leading the way, his paws making soft prints in the damp earth. The deeper they ventured into the forest, the quieter it became. The usual sounds of birds and insects were replaced by a strange silence, almost as if the forest itself was watching them. Suddenly, the wind shifted, carrying a soft whisper through the trees. It wasn't the usual rustling of leaves. This was something different, something that seemed to call out to them. "Did you hear that?" Lily whispered, her voice tinged with curiosity and a little fear. "I heard it too," Jack replied, his hand tightening around his flashlight. "Let's follow it." As they walked further, the path became more treacherous, with thick vines hanging from the trees and the ground growing uneven. But Shadow seemed unaffected. He darted ahead, his nose twitching. "Shadow, wait up," Max called, but Shadow was already out of sight. The friends hurried after him, unsure of what lay ahead. They soon found themselves at the base of an ancient tree, its trunk twisted and covered in moss. At the foot of the tree was a large stone, etched with symbols. Shadow stood in front of it, his eyes fixed on something in the distance. "I think we've found something," Zoe said, kneeling beside the stone. The symbols glowed faintly, as if reacting to their presence. "This is not just a tree. This is part of the mystery." Max knelt down to inspect the stone, poking it with his finger. "What's this symbol?" he asked, tracing a spiral pattern with his hand. "I've seen something like this in the old books at the library," Lily said, her voice low. "It's an ancient symbol, and it's said to mark the entrance to a hidden part of the forest." Just then, the ground beneath their feet trembled, and the stone shifted. With a loud rumble, the earth parted, revealing a hidden entrance. The friends stood in awe. A passageway had opened up, leading them into the heart of the forest. "Should we go in?" Jack asked, his heart racing. The whispering sound had grown louder now, almost as if the forest was urging them forward. "We came this far," Zoe said, her eyes full of determination. "We have to find out what's inside." Together, they stepped into the passageway. The air grew colder, and the whispers seemed to come from all directions. The walls were lined with glowing stones, and the deeper they went, the more the path seemed to wind and twist. Finally, they reached a large chamber, and what they saw inside left them speechless.